sorrow. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you knew good for me. That's why me know set me a figure flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight. Me I fi take away me say. Take away me self. I have to utilize I weeds. Surely I clean berries. I find you very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I feel get out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I weeds. Surely I clean berries. I say, yeah.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. This is yours truly, Franco. And I got Flavius here with me this morning. Yes, he's right here with us. Today,
Good morning, folks. Good morning, listeners. Welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast.
today is our cook and curry and poetry corner. So our guest this morning is none other, a special guest this morning is none other than Mrs. Brenda Van Daal out Suriname?
Yes, Suriname.
From Suriname. She'll be our chef this morning. And
yeah,
also
she'll be taking us on a Surinamese maroon cuisine journey this morning.
and our poet will be none other than Mr. Courtney Laidley.
Yes.
So sit around, don't go nowhere. If you have to get your favorite tea, your coffee, whatever beverage that you consume this time of the morning, go get it. Or if you have to refill, go refill. Because we'll be right back with you in a few minutes.
This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Yes, yes, indeed. I'm going to check to see if I have Brenda this morning on the line. Hi, Brenda. Can you hear me? Hi, Brenda. Hello there, Brenda. Can you hear me? Hi, Brenda. Well, we're not getting Brenda, so I'm gonna go through our Did You Know, and then we're gonna be linking up with Brenda the best way that we can this morning. So, Flavius, what do you have there?
Yes, sir.
What do you have for us this morning?
Okay. Monday and Tuesday we looked at movies that were done in the Caribbean. Beauty, exotic places in the Caribbean. And then yesterday we looked at some movies that were Caribbean made movies. And of course we can't go through all of them at this point in time, but we did quite a few. So we are still in the same vein, but this morning we're going to look at, and probably tomorrow morning also, actors and actresses that have Caribbean roots. Some you might already know, but a lot of them you probably would not even believe that they had Caribbean roots, because that, at least to me anyway, that never came out at all. So we're going to look at some of these actors and actresses who have Caribbean roots. So Alison, please take it away.
Actors of Caribbean heritage. Caribbean actors have been lighting up Hollywood screens for decades, even if you don't recognize their accents. Caroline Taylor looks back at the first generation of Caribbean movie and TV stars and profiles some of today's headliners who can claim Caribbean roots. It was 65 years ago that Cyrano de Bergerac was released, a film that would make Puerto Rican actor Jose Ferrer the first Caribbean person to win an Oscar for Best Actor in a Leading Role, 1951. He also won a Golden Globe and a Tony Award for the Broadway production, and ultimately donated his Oscar trophy to the University of Puerto Rico. Born in 1912, he would earn more Oscar and Emmy recognition in his career, and effectively clear the way for a generation of Caribbean actors born after him who would command American and British stages and screens, breaking new ground and some records along the way. Ferrer's homeland of Puerto Rico is the birthplace of some of the most dynamic performers in film and television history. Exactly 10 years after Ferrer's win, legendary actress Rita Moreno became the second Puerto Rican to win an Oscar and a Golden Globe as Best Supporting Actress for her role in West Side Story. She is among just 12 individuals worldwide and the first Hispanic to have won all of the Oscar, Grammy, Emmy, and Tony Awards. Notably, when that list is extended to include winners of honorary awards, another Caribbean-American star, Harry Belafonte, is among the prestigious number. 4 years older than Moreno, Belafonte was born in 1927 in Harlem to a Jamaican mother and a Martiniquan father. An actor, singer, songwriter, and activist, he first appeared on the silver screen in films like Carmen Jones and The Controversial Island in the Sun, filmed on location in Grenada and Barbados. His album of Calypso and Mento recordings, Calypso, was released in 1956. Now 88, and considered a living legend, Belafonte counts 3 Grammys, an Emmy, a Tony, Kennedy Center Honors, a United States National Medal of Arts, and the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award among his many accolades. There was another very notable birth in 1927 when Sidney Poitier, though raised in the Bahamas to Bahamian parents, was born in Miami. Poitier would become the first African American and third Caribbean man or woman, after Rita Moreno, to win an Oscar. In 1964, he took both the Golden Globe and the Academy Award for Best Actor in a leading role for his performance in Lilies of the Field. An actor, director, author, and diplomat, Poitier is one of the most celebrated artists of his generation, with the recognition that includes a knighthood, Kennedy Center Honors, the U.S. Presidential Medal of Freedom, and numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards. Esther Rolle was also born in Florida to Bahamian parents, just a few years earlier than Poitier, in 1920. A theater, film, and TV actress, dancer, and singer, she aptly became best known for her role as Florida Evans on 1970s U.S. TV series Maude and its spin-off Good Times, a role for which she was nominated for a Golden Globe. She made history in 1979 by winning the very first Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a limited series or special for the TV movie Summer of My German Soldier. 12 years later, Jamaican actress Madge Sinclair, born in Kingston in 1938, made more Caribbean Emmy history, winning for Best Supporting Actress in a drama series, Gabriel's Fire, and receiving another Emmy nod for her role in the TV miniseries Roots. The voice of Simba's mother in the Lion King film, she notably performed in the UK miniseries adaptation of Dominican Phyllis Shand Orfrey's novel The Orchid House, directed by Trinidadian Horace Ove. After she died of leukemia at just 57, Sinclair's ashes were scattered in her hometown in Jamaica. Further south in the island chain, the multi-talented Geoffrey Holder, who passed away in 2014, was born in Trinidad in 1930. Holder conquered stage and screen, featuring in films like All Night Long, Annie, and Boomerang, narrating Charlie and The Chocolate Factory, playing James Bond henchman Baron Samedi in Live and Let Die, and becoming 7-Up's uncle's spokesman in the 1970s and 80s, later reprising the role for an appearance on US TV show The Celebrity Apprentice. An actor, choreographer, director, dancer, painter, costume designer, and singer, his accolades included 2 Tony Awards and a Guggenheim Fellowship in Fine Arts. Since those defining moments in the 1940s onwards, when these trailblazing artists from the region first appeared on global screens, dozens more, both Caribbean-born and children of Caribbean immigrants, a majority of them women, have made their mark, continuing the tradition of winning top industry prizes and starring in popular films and TV series. We profile just a few of them. On Friday, Did You Know, we will continue with actors of Caribbean heritage. I am Alison Goodness with today's Did You Know?
ever come my way. Do anything I say, but when he loves me this way, only thing I say is, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama. Keep on loving me so bad. And you hit me with it ton, dee on a brace. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. Now sing it, ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh, me so bad, boy, oh mama, mama. Keep on loving me so bad, boy, oh mama, mama. Keep on loving me so bad, boy, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama. Keep on loving me so bad, boy, ooh, me so bad, boy, ooh, me so bad, boy, ooh, me so bad, boy.
This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome once again. And you're listening to the Real Stuff Podcast. We're trying to get connected with our cook and curry guest this morning. We're having some problem, or they're having some problem on their end. So Flavius and I going to go through, a little chit chat until we can, have them solve their problem on their end. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll be bringing in Courtney to do the poetry corner. So, Flavius.
Yes, sir.
I haven't asked you what's in your cup this morning.
Oh, what's in my cup? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. My cup will be filled after the show. But some interesting times are coming up now. Because, everybody's so upset about the internet situation. Because, yeah, the opposition is calling for taxes to be taken off devices because devices are too expensive, and they are finding sellers that are doing what they call price gouging. They are moving up the costs 50% or 100%. When we are in trouble, people try to benefit.
Yeah.
People try to, it's straight extortion. I would say it plain. It is extortion because there's a great need and people are, jumping to some ridiculous prices. So what the government is saying is that the people should report it to the Consumer Affairs so they can check it out. So, but the opposition is calling on the government to reduce it, to remove the taxes on these devices, for especially, if not for everybody, but at least for the school-related people, the students and the teachers and whatever. I don't hear any more word about what the government is putting in. Well, okay, let's not say that. Let's say that the Minister of Finance, they ask him about the inability of people to purchase devices for their kids. One woman is saying she have one phone and 3 kids. Plus her, So some of them won't get to do any work. What I heard the finance minister said last night in Parliament, he's telling the people to make their list.
Make their list. Where he's going to what? He's going to be Santa Claus?
Apparently.
Okay.
He's saying, make your list. Make your list. He's not saying more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like he's saying the government will find some money and satisfy your needs.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if you read between the lines,
Okay.
He's saying, make your list, make your list. So we have to listen more and hear as if days go on,
Mm-hmm.
And see what happens. I'm also hearing that there's another big Zoom meeting coming on Friday
Mm-hmm.
that I'm trying to get an invite to.
You want to be the fly on the wall.
Oh, yes. But this one, apparently this one will include the ministers.
Mm-hmm.
That the education minister, the energy minister, the NAA, all the heavyweights should be. So we are hoping that something will come out of it, because I think it's a good initiative that they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly why it has gotten off the ground, because I think that's the best thing to do and the easiest thing to satisfy the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know if Flow will have enough bandwidth to sell all these people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But from the distribution standpoint, that's a good thing if they can get it to work.
Yeah, true.
So we'll see what happens there. But basically, like I said long ago, they needed to engage some more people. Need to engage more people. There are a company that they had and they shut down. It's in court now. I don't know what's the verdict of that. But we need more people, and we need at least one more set of people bringing in fiber under the sea.
Mm-hmm.
We're going back to the old monopoly of cable and wireless, because that's where we're at again. They are the only company that is bringing in the internet.
I want to ask you a question, just because I remember before the election, was it after the election? But somewhere there, I can't remember if it's after the election. You had mentioned on this program that the Prime Minister had said that they were going to have internet all over the island and
everywhere,
and they were going to be able to sell to other people. Am I right there? Are you with me, Flavius?
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm here. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
No, that was definitely during the election, and I think he said it again when he was inaugurated.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling he was speaking about the network that is being set up by the NAA. That's the only way he could achieve that in that space of time. And that, as far as the gentleman who was in charge of it for NAA, he said everything was in place. Mostly in place.
Okay.
So I am not seeing why the cable companies have not implemented it. Because it was left for them to take it from the NAA backbone into their system. And their systems go far and wide. I mean, not everywhere, but far and wide, much further than what we have now. And all cable companies have fiber.
Yeah.
they are mandated to put fiber in everything that they do. So it's a matter of a connection, a hook. But I don't know. I guess by Friday, I think everything has to be completed by Friday when they have this big meeting.
Yeah, because something not sound right at all.
Yeah, because based on what I heard in that meeting, I expected that most of the islands would have been singing the praises of the government. But that has not happened. That has not been turned on at all.
No
because it's not like say you hear say, well, in this parish we are okay, in this area we are okay. Nothing at all. Everybody is still crying. Everybody is still bawling out loud. So we have two problems. We have a problem of inadequate or insufficient distribution of service in the island. And then we have another problem of a large majority of students, parents, and teachers, especially in the rural part of Jamaica, cannot afford the devices. Because on the open market, the devices are too expensive, and there are also people that are hiking the prices.
Yeah.
Now I'm hearing something else where somebody, I think the parents had asked for some specification of what they should buy, you know. And somebody was saying that they were being told to buy i5 computers.
i5?
And
You're gonna need i7.
Yeah,
You're gonna need i7 for down there somewhere.
No, not really. Not really. And the person is saying, why I mean, I would say, yeah, you need it because as you move on, you're gonna need more power.
You know, the thing is this, all right. If these computers are going to be used only just for school purpose, then the i5, yes. But I'm sure they're going to do multiple stuff on it.
Yeah, right.
And that's
right.
why the conversation we had, you know, off the year, we were saying that it would be good if the government can get supplies from other countries, and then they would distribute it to the schools. And the school would put in their encryption on it so it can do nothing else but just schoolwork.
Yeah. Yeah, we should go to the source. And we should have gone to the source long ago. It's always best to go to the source.
And it's not too late.
No, it's not too late. But you see, we have to decide where we want, because I have a feeling the government don't want to go that route because it will appear like they are cutting out free enterprise. But when free enterprise is not enterprising, you cut them out, of course. Because this is more important than them. They want to make a buck, but they must make get a fair return on their money. Not exorbitant thing that nobody. You see, and it's also stupid, you know. Because when the price is like that and people can't buy it, they don't make anything at all.
Absolutely.
You know, and people can't find food, so why must they pay more?
Yes, man.
You know, why must they pay more than what is the real value of the item when they need the additional money to go and buy food? So we are in a very, very serious situation that has to be cleared up, have to be, you know, looked at seriously, and a proper solution found. The first one we need is the internet everywhere. I mean, We spend what, from March till now, and we know that this is what we're doing, and we did nothing at all. And now when we start, now is when we're trying to, it's like a reaction. It's like we are so into this reaction thing, this knee-jerk thing. The doctor take him like a man lick by your knee and your foot is supposed to kick out. That is where we are. That is where we are.
Okay.
Planning, man. We're not planning. We should have, when from COVID started, and we realized that work from home, school from home, we should start put these things in place. We say, what are the problems? You start with that. We need to get to this point. What is stopping us from getting to this point? Okay, we don't do our proper distribution, and the people who will be using the system, the services, don't have the proper devices. How are we going to solve this thing?
But it's easy to solve. It's easy to solve, All them have to do, man, is just go ahead and do, what we discuss. Because it's not hard.
No, the first thing is to take off the government portion of the devices coming in. The import taxes and duties and all these things, chop them off, bang. The government can do without that for the time being. Let us get our kids in learning. Let them be comfortable while they are learning. No, you go out and you shop around and get 2 or 3 more telecoms. Bring them, come. And you say, okay, your zone is this. Your zone is the south. St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Westmoreland, bang. And you get another one over by Portland and St. Thomas and Mary. Bang. Something like that.
Okay.
When we get into the companies in Jamaica, everybody pack up in Kingston, and you have signal hitting you left, right, and center. You can do anything, everything is fast and nice and whatever. And between Papid, Constant Spring, and Portmore, that's where it ends. When you pass those areas, there's nothing.
I want you to continue. If you're going to continue, I'm going to try get Brenda on the line. Okay?
Yeah, man.
All right, so
man.
you can go and voice your opinion in the meantime.
Yeah.
All right.
We should have been doing the work from COVID started. So now would have been in a better place. Okay, we didn't do that. We have to do it now. So what we do, we sit down and say, let's take a week and get everybody together and say, what is the real problem? And then you get the problem. You say, okay, we don't have devices and we don't have distribution. What is stopping us from getting devices? Costs too much. People can't afford it. Find a way to get device to the people, even on a loan basis. You buy and you give some, and you hire purchase. Go into some arrangement where the cost is manageable, but the people have the device in their hands. Laptops, tablets, phones, whatever is required. And then you look at the network, the distribution network that you have. Where are we short? Which is about 60-70% of the country. How can we solve it in the quickest possible time? And you have all these knowledgeable technocrats who can come up. You get people from the companies, everybody, Ministry of Education, everybody. And you you get a solution. And you say, okay, implementation now? What's the implementation time? And then you put it on timelines and guarantee. Somebody has to guarantee it.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, you can take a 2-3 weeks for the implementation. This person will guarantee that they will get their section ready in 2 weeks. That other person in charge of another section, they guarantee that. And then at the end of it, you know. But I mean, with all this going on though, I am hoping that we can start school in January. Clean and clear. Everybody have their devices and everybody have signals in their homes, not on the street corner, not down the road.
Yeri. When you finish up,
everybody can be comfortable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's about it.
All right. So we're gonna play a music. We're gonna play a song. Yeah, it's a music. We're gonna play a song, Mr. Wayne Harmon. It's all right, and then we'll be right back.
It's all right.
It's alright, it's okay. Just hang on a little bit longer, 'cause tomorrow is another day. It's alright, it's okay. Just stand firm in the face of adversity and watch them fade away. Life of a way to carry you down when the money in the bank gets shorter and the bills are coming and you're caught in between the devil and the deep blue water. I know say that when you come home my yard and the people them I look them sober. So you do what you can, 'cause a man is just a man and you don't make the people them sober. And you pray to the Father when this tribulation I go in, but remember Jonah in the belly of the whale and Daniel in the lion's den. It's alright, it's okay. Just hang on a little bit longer, 'cause tomorrow is another day. It's alright, it's okay. Just stand firm in the face of adversity and watch them fade away. I say time of a way to test your faith, so you got to have enough endurance. One day at a time, just keep on trying, 'cause time carry no insurance. No matter how the situation hard, things can only get better. Just have some faith, everything will go great, 'cause nothing never lasts forever. And you pray to the Father when this tribulation I go in, but remember Jonah in the belly of the whale and Daniel in the lion's den. It's alright, it's okay. Just hang on a little bit longer, 'cause tomorrow is another day. It's alright, it's okay. Just stand firm in the face of adversity and watch them fade away. It's alright, it's okay. Just hang on a little bit longer, 'cause tomorrow is another day. It's alright, it's okay. Just stand firm in the face of adversity and watch them fade away.
The music of Mr. Wayne Harmon. We have with us this morning our poet, Mr. Courtney Laidley. Morning, Courtney.
Yeah, morning, Franco. Morning, Flavors.
I would say
morning to the audience of the Real Talk.
Top of the morning, sir. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning. Yeah.
So you're gonna go through some poetry for us this morning.
Yes. Okay. I'll start with one that name demonstration.
Okay.
Yes, it says marching together, unmoved by the pandemic, the nagging epidemic of blatant racism, prejudices, and discrimination suffered over 400 years. Standing by the premises of equality and justice, being choked, lynched by the vanguards of a corrupt system who are being paid by our tax dollars to keep us in collars like dogs, trained by their masters to do an iron feet balance, obeying all orders without resistance. Yes, and as you know, that demonstrations are going on in the U.S. and many places over the world.
True.
Because of the George Floyd situation and those who are being killed by police.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, innocent people being killed by police. So it's really just a poem about that.
True. Yeah. True.
Because as you know that even George Floyd death wasn't just like a choke, being choked, but it was really depicting a lynching, so to speak.
It's a underground lynching and not a rope lynching. Yeah, man, a true thing.
Yeah, so.
And I want to tell you, I don't know if you remember in Miami. Flavius might remember too. 1992, but before 92, in the 80s, the late 80s. Remember when them have all that tension down in Overtown, Liberty City, Little Haiti and all them things there. And then the night when the police officer shot the biker in his head and killed him. And it just kick off, the whole, it's like the whole spectrum of I would even the demonstrator, because at the time there was a demonstration going on with the Asians because they were being sent back when they arrived on boats. They were sent back home, while the Cubans were allowed to stay.
Yeah, or accepted.
Multiple demonstration at Biscayne and 79th Street, somewhere, where the immigration office used to be right there at 79th Street. And back then we used to say, one day the pot cover going to fly off of the pressure cooker. And that night when we heard what happened down, I think it was in Liberty City with the police officer. I can't remember if it was, I know him name start with a Z, like it has a Gonzales or Gonzaro, but it was something like that, the officer name. Well, at the time, timing, we little after that, they when Hurricane Andrew came in 92, the tension was there again, and it seems like Hurricane Andrew came and just, calmed down everything. Flavius, I can't remember this. The most unified time I see people was the time of Hurricane Andrew. You get to know your neighbors. I remember one night we went all the way in a Pirine and US one. If you're going to make phone calls, they were giving away free phone calls. And I tell you, one big line of people of all races, And you see the what you call it, the support. Everybody support each other. Some people give out water, some people give out alcohol. I mean, it was like unbelievable. You couldn't believe it. It was like a bomb drop. Ricky and Andrew was like a bomb drop, and just erupt the place and just make everything, come back, make people come back to them senses. So it's the time now. What took place with the George Floyd thing, see it in Minneapolis. The tension was there because too many black men were being gunned down.
Yeah.
So it was
And innocently, you know, we have to add the innocently because, you know, we've been going down all the time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time it was innocently.
True.
Because, you know, you even look at the situation, you know, of this white teenage kid who had, you know, went into the church and killed 9 people. I mean, he was just taken in without a shot fired, given food, he said he was hungry and was bought food in the Burger King and given to him. So wouldn't know so racist if it was a black man, if them went for a black man like that, it's a sure thing that he was gonna be killed.
But better joke than that. Little after the George Floyd thing, there was a police chase in one of them states. I can't remember what state, but it was a state up in the Midwest. And they had a little shootout with the robber. It was a white man. And he got shot. They pulled him out of his vehicle. And would you believe they called paramedics to come dress him? And a reporter asked the police officer, I think it was a sergeant on the scene, and said, if that was a black man, would he have been treated the same way? He said, of course. We know no black man going a police shootout with a police officer and they're going to bring him in alive. Nah, they're going to kill that.
Yeah, man. I think there was even another case where this white dude stole a police car and driving around the place. And, they were talking on microphones and megaphones and everything and asking him, because they knew him. The cops who went, knew that he had some mental issues and all of that. And he was there, till they get his mother on the phone and mother after, come in and that's all. And I'm checking me and arrest him and, if it was a youth, we remember, what's his name? Rice, Tommy Rice or whatever. I can't remember his first name. The little youth that was just with a tie gun that have mental issues that they killed.
And they shoot him, yeah.
And
But even, even, was it what? Last year, don't remember if it's last year this incident took place in Miami, where this this caregiver was taking his client out for a walk. His client had I remember that too. Mentally challenged patient.
Person, yes.
And he was taking him out for a walk, and while walking, some police tell him tell him for freeze. And he had on one of those vests. You call those the construction vests.
Yeah.
And he sat down in the middle of the street with his client, hands up. Whatever toy that kid I'm playing with could never look like a gun when they show you as a evidence that the officer thought it was a gun and fire like about 4 shots and one catch a gentleman somewhere in his legs. Now, what if it had hit the client? It would be a different kettle of fish,
Yeah.
We're going to play a song, Courtney, and then we're going to come back with you in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Play a song and then come back to you in a minute.
Walking on sand and holding your hand, feel like a tourist in my own homeland, in my own homeland, enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight in my own homeland. this place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. No matter the season, you've got every reason. This place is another little heaven. East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely blessed. My own homeland. North or south, feel free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout in my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what I mean. Just take my advice, so everyone is nice. You feel like royalty, my friend.
Okay. Courtney, the poet, the lecturer, and the poet. Okay, Courtney, take it away.
Okay, this poem is called Confused. Ego trips, personality flips, into perplexity of psychic disunity, unable to socialize, being so demoralized by feelings of regression, suppressing oral expressions, enveloping self-talk along the skywalk, in the space of hallucination, thinking it's meditation, to overcome the trauma of this melodrama.
That's it?
So that's Confused.
Okay. Melodrama. The one that left me confused. It's so short, you know.
Well, sometimes, you know, it's like that, you know, you do like, you know, a 14-liner, you know. Mm-hmm. But, you know, and just to give us a little analysis on it, it does, you know, we have people who go on ego trips, you know, people who kind of boastful and think they're on top of the world. And, you know, so sometimes things happen and there are some changes. So them personality kind of flip, you know.
Yeah.
Them start having changes and, you know, some of them go through like experiencing like bipolarity or, you know, having a whole lot of mixed feelings about life and things that happens around them.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, so that's what the feelings of regression. And sometimes they are in such a state that them don't even want to talk to anybody, you know?
Yeah, man, that's true.
Yeah, that's what, you know, so that being enveloped in self-talk along the skywalk, you know, meaning that I'm just a walk on, like I'm a walk in space.
Yeah, man, that's something, man.
Yeah, you know, so.
I'm permanently confused.
Yeah, man. So anyway, Courtney, you're going to stay with us?
Yeah, I'll stay on the line with you.
All right, we're going to bring in the young lady from Suriname. We're going to take us through cook and curry this morning. So hold the line with us, Courtney. All right.
Brenda Van Daal. Married, proud mother of 5. Born in Paramaribo, Suriname, the 18th of June 1975. Beliefs, full gospel. Her education and work experience. Graduated in 1993 from HAVO 1. 2019 graduated on LMI, Leadership Management International on Communication, Team Dynamics, and Leadership Development. She studied and graduated in Project Management. Worked as journalist 1994 to 2000 at local newspaper, De West. She currently works at the Government Taxpayers Office from 2001 till now. Brenda is serial entrepreneur in maroon clothes, panjas, bedsheets, jewelry, cooking. She is also a trader on the Forex market. She is a member of different local Maroon organisations: Royal Fireman Pansu, WI Boskindi Fiziman, member, Uma Holai Tanga, women's organisation from her village. Secretary, the Maroon Women Network MVN. Brenda is secretary of the Maroon Women Network, MVN, Maroon Women's Network since 2016. Her entrepreneurial, a leadership journey. In 2011-2016 she went to leadership events in Miami, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Atlanta, and San Antonio in the USA. She met with Ghanman Mamaji from Jamaica through MVN during her visit in Suriname. Please welcome today's cook and curry chef Brenda Van Daal.
Thank you.
Okay, Brenda. Welcome, Brenda.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we finally got you.
Yes,
It's an honor.
technology wasn't working with me this morning.
I know. Likewise, I had the same problem too, but
Okay.
it's good, everything is functioning. So,
Yes, we thank God.
I have Flavius and Courtney on the line with us as well.
Yes.
Yeah, Flavius is here with us this morning as well.
Yes, Brenda.
Okay.
So, what do
Good
you...
morning, Flavius.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning, Brenda.
Yes, good morning.
So, what is it you're gonna cook for us?
Talk
or
about today?
Talk about today.
Yes.
I say cook as if I'm in your presence and you're gonna cook it for us.
Yeah.
What recipe you gonna talk to us about this morning?
I have some.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I start?
Go ahead.
Okay. I have some dishes here with me, but I want to talk first about my Maroon people here in Suriname, about our culture, our kitchen. We Surinamese Maroon, we do not cook with too many ingredients. With very little, our food is already delicious in taste. So you won't hear me call all kind of ingredients, but just a few, which I will talk about in a few. Surinamese Maroons are divided in 6 large groups.
Yeah.
I will mention them for you. We have the Okanisi, the Samaka, we have the Pamaka, we have the Aku, the Matawai, and we have the Quinty Maroon group. And every group has its own unique dishes. And some of these dishes we will share with you in a few sessions and indicate which group it belongs to. Be free to ask questions and make recommendations.
All right, no problem.
Yeah. I want to start with some of our important ingredients that we use in the Maroon cuisine. The first one is a leaf. We call it sumewi. Sumewi, if we translate it, it means scent leaf, and it gives delicious taste to the food. When we cook with sumewi, you can smell our soup from the street that a Maroon woman is cooking.
Yeah.
So that is one ingredient. The second, I want to talk about my pashi fatu. My pashi fatu, that is oil.
Oh, it's oil.
Oil that's extracted from the kernel of the maripa fruit, which grows in the bushes.
Okay.
We make oil out of that. It has a unique smell and a unique taste, and that is the oil we use to cook. We use salt, we use sugar, and one important ingredient is fong pepe. That's pepper that is powdered pepper. Fong pepe, powdered pepper.
That's a pepper?
Pepper, yes.
Okay.
So that were our ingredients. And then I want to talk about maybe how we prepare the fong fong pepe. Uh, we you have yellow and red peppers. You wash them and then uh, mash them with salt in a vessel.
Okay.
Some people add some salt fish into it, and they put it to dry. They put it to dry in the sun for 1 or 2 days. Mash it again, dry it again until it's powdered. Until it's powdered. Yes. Then you have your fong fong pepe with which you can season your food. And my main dish I want to talk about today is afingi soup. It's a delicious soup made of domi. With domi is a flour that's made out of the cassava, bitter cassava.
Yeah.
Yes, and you cook it with meat or with bush meat, with fish or with bush meat.
When you say bush meat, what type of meat are you referring to when you say bush meat?
Meat that when Maroon people they live from fishing and from meat that they got out of the bushes. Yes, like pingo, pakira, and that's what you use to cook this soup. This soup is very healthy soup. If you have a fever or you're sick, when you eat this soup, you will definitely get better. Yeah, and we use this to cook it.
Sound like you're cooking up there, man.
Okay, yes. The domi, it comes in chunks. Then you have to seize it in a vessel, and then until it becomes powder. You then make it wet with some water, make balls out of it, and out of these balls you make smaller balls. After that, you wash your fish or your meat. You put it to cook with your pepper, and when it is a good bouillon, you pour out your fish and your meat, and then you put in the cassava balls. Put your flavor, and when you see it stick, you put in back your meat or your fish, and then your afingi soup is ready to serve.
Okay.
Yes.
So you use that dish is a fish and bush meat.
Yes, it's fish or bush meat.
Or bush meat. Oh.
Yeah.
When you say bush meat, I thought you were referring to like a hog, or some chicken running around it. But, all right.
No. Yeah. That was one dish. I have another dish. Makabolong.
What are they? Makabolo?
Bakabolong.
Bakabolong.
Yes. That's like pancakes. You just use flour, water, sugar, or salt, and oil. You mix them well, the water, the sugar, the oil, the salt, and then you bake little thick pancakes with it. And some people, they mix in this makabolong, they mix it with grated coconut or with ripe bananas.
Okay.
Plantains. Yes.
That tastes more sweet, right?
Yeah. Yes, very sweet.
So is that a pastry or something?
Yes, it's like a pastry, yes.
Oh, okay.
You're mixing up some ingredients.
And at last, I have the okra soup with fish.
Oh,
Okra soup with fish.
that's the one I like. I saw that the other day in some pictures. The okra
Yes.
soup with the fish.
Yeah.
So
You can
you don't
use
put
dried fish.
Go ahead.
What was your question?
No, go ahead. Make I hear what you put in it first before I ask.
Yes. You use dried fish or just raw fish. You wash your fish, prepare it, and then put it to cook with water and onion. If you like to put onion, you bake your onion. You put your fish to cook, and then you go and put your okra. When the fish is cooked, you put with all your ingredients, salt, your fon pepe, your my pasifatu, all that ingredients. When the fish is cooked, you pull out the fish in the water and then you put in your okra.
Okay.
When it's boiled until the seeds are pink, that's when you know it's cooked. Then you put in your fish again. Let it cook for some more minutes, and then you can have your meal.
So I guess you put any green bananas in it?
In
the soup.
In the okra soup.
The okra soup. You can put some green bananas in it too as well.
No, we don't put green bananas in it.
Okay.
You can put vegetable.
Okay. It's a more like a vegetable soup. Fish.
Yes.
Okay. That sound good. That one sound good.
Yeah. So that's what I had for today.
So you mentioned like about seven nations, and yes, each nation have a different dish, right?
Yes, different dishes.
Yeah, different dishes. Now let me ask you, what is the national dish of Suriname?
Suriname, we have like a variety of dishes because we don't have one how do you call it?
One dish. Like if there's a state dinner, say I as a king come visit, and you want to give me the meal that the country would prepare for dignitaries. No?
We have different meals because we have different kind of people. If you ask me what's the main dish from the Maroon, then it's the afingi.
The what?
Afingi. The afingi soup, the one I talked about first.
Okay.
A delicious soup. That's the main one for the Maroons. But Suriname has different people. We have Japanese, we have Hindustanis, we have different main dishes.
So at a state dinner, they would prepare all of those different.
All of those, yes.
Different race of people dish. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Very interesting.
Whole lot of food to eat.
Yes, Suriname is the country of food.
So let me ask you something now about pastry. Like if you're gonna you do cakes, you bake cakes and buns and we call what we call this one blue drawers.
Dukuno.
We are also known as dukuno, but we call it blue draw.
Dokun, yes.
Yeah, you guys make all of those stuff. Do you make those stuff too?
Yes, the dokun is the one you cook. Yes, we do.
And you wrap it in the banana leaf and tie it.
In a banana leaf. And then you cook it up in water.
Yeah.
Yes, we do that also.
Yeah, because I know that seems to be the norm across the Caribbean. They know about the dokuno.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's good to know that you guys, have 7 dishes that you can choose from and eat anytime.
Yeah.
Because of different nations.
Yeah.
You make with the cassava. You mentioned the cassava because I know it's
Yeah.
a main food that Caribbean people, enjoy
Mm-hmm.
eating. Some people make bread with it as well. You
Yes.
guys make bread with it also?
Yes, we make cassava bread with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bread like bread, but it's like round cook, uh, 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 plate cook.
Okay.
Not like bread, like we
Like
eat bread,
baguette.
but we call it, yes, like, but
Like
not
baguette.
like baguette.
Oh.
Yes. Uh,
So it's not like the bami. Don't look
and
like the
we,
bami.
no, that it doesn't look like the bun. I will send you a picture later,
Yes.
and then you can see it.
So good. You
Hmm.
see, I'm putting these things into my head because I'm calculating that when I get there, I have to know what I want to eat.
You will need a whole month to eat
I'm
all of this.
I'm not like Flavius, some people who like to taste this. I don't like to taste this,
Yeah.
but in the Caribbean, I guess COVID might make me feel, loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
Might have to loosen up a little,
Hmm.
yeah, and check out some other stuff as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to sample other foods, Franco.
I'm not too into that sampling other food. No, if I don't see anything on the menu, I know, like I don't even touch the food. I will say, give me the vegetable. I will eat the veggie. Yeah, yeah, I'm that picky. So Brenda, thank you very much. For
Okay.
let me ask about the drink now. What's the favorite drink you guys would make? So you're
That's
walking
the
in the sun.
Podosiri.
Huh? Go ahead, Brenda.
Okay. That's the Podosiri, but
What is that? What's the
but
ingredient?
can you allow me to share it another time since my
Okay, no problem.
It's the Akai. Yes.
No problem.
I
No
can
problem.
share it with you some other time, but our most popular drink, that's the Podosiri, called the Podosiri.
Okay.
Very delicious, very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right then.
Yeah. Well, Brenda, before you go, how many different languages are being spoken in Suriname?
We have the Dutch, we have Japanese, Hindustani, indigenous, like seven different
Wow.
languages, and then under the Maroon people, you have like five different
So
under the
Wow.
Maroon.
how many can you speak?
Uh, four,
Oh, four. That's good. That's good. That's good.
four. I speak fluently Dutch, English, Maroon, some Spanish, some Samaka. That's five.
But you're fluent in Dutch and English.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Good to know. We have a translator, Flavius, as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You have your translator over here.
All right, Brenda. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you
Yes,
very much,
All right.
Brenda.
I
yes.
look forward to see you to hear from you again. All right. Say hi to Queen.
Okay.
Say hi to
Fidelia.
Queen
Yeah.
Lufabu for me.
Okay, I
Yeah,
will. Thank you for
thank you
allowing me
as
to
well.
share.
All right then. You're welcome.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye, and you have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that was Brenda. Sharing with us some of the dishes that the different what you call it, maroons or the different nation would eat. I like the okra and the fish. The okra and the fish. But everybody do their stuff a little bit different. We would let our fish boil till it mash out, right?
Yeah.
And then either pick off the meat, the flesh off of the fish as much as you can, and strain off that water too as well. So make sure you have
Yeah.
the bone go through it, cause and we're gonna add little green banana, them have them cassava dumpling, but she said no, they put vegetable in it. So we have put hard food in it, a piece of yam, and make sure so boy we get something for full way up.
Yeah. Our soup is always like a full meal,
Yeah. Something full way up. But it's good, So Courtney, give me one more poem before we leave.
Okay, this one is called Love Journey. Says the passage of life will take you on a blissful journey to places unknown, leaving you on the columns of the lost and found, seeking directions on the streets of Wonderland due to an intense explosion. Protons going through neutrons into the atmosphere of ecstatic pleasure, bringing forth a living treasure.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Hey, Courtney, let me ask you, how long you been writing poems? Because I know Flavor's working on something for you.
Yeah, well, it's just like a hobby and a pastime for me. I've been doing it like maybe it started out in my 20s. But growing up, I always liked poetry. So,
So if you put a little digital book together,
Yeah, well, we're working on that also.
Yeah, so you can have some hardcover copies, So a man have that as a friend of mine tell me where him say him still buy CDs, him not buy digital music online alone. If a song come out, because a man love Berries. If Berries put out a song today, him buy it online. But him go look for the CD. Because what he treasure when he buy the CD is the artwork.
The artwork.
I'm saying music kind of like one time when him that buy LP and him stack up on him LP. Because when him used to buy albums, him used to make sure so when him open it, him put it back into a plastic, So that simple mean it can't sile up or get no splash of water and thing on it. Cause him a protect the art work and the album.
Course.
Yeah. So it's the same thing him do with the CD. Him like the album, the artwork where them inserting at the CD, the sleeve, what I mean, inserting at the CD sleeves.
Yeah.
So me I buy it because me want have a collection of the album. But him say no man, that him treasure because once him can keep that and it look brand new same way. Years to come when him a go through it, maybe him a have what they call it a treasure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, him a have a treasure because people go see it and say this look brand new same way. Him say yeah man, I saw him keep it. So with that, we come to the end of another podcast. Tomorrow we have the legend himself, Mr. Mabrak. Well, Leroy Mabrak, that's his name, right?
Yeah, Mabrak.
Mabrak. And he'll be here with us to do our famous storytelling on a Friday chat session. We want to thank Courtney for, doing the poetry corner today. And we look forward to have you again, Courtney. We also want to thank Brenda Van Daal for, taking time out as well and for our Cook and Curry. Cook and Curry every Thursday right here on our podcast. So Flavius, what do you have for us? What else you have?
Nothing we can, nothing. Today is a day when outside is kind of bleaky, not rainy, but not sunny.
Ben Johnson Day.
That too.
No money in the boat.
Nope.
Hey, I used to love your mother said today Ben Johnson Day.
Yeah man, the famous Thursday.
Yeah, them not have no money when Ben Johnson Day, but Friday pay day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that there is another side to that Ben Johnson Day. Ben Johnson Day is a day when you don't really have any money.
Yeah,
and it can be any day.
It can be any day. My mother used to drop it, she would say, Mama, want baby have money to the no. She said, no, to that Ben Johnson Day. So, but she have fear like a soft put away, because later on when you come home, you say dinner. You say, but Mama, you say you never have the money today. She have money for cook. She never tell us she don't have the money for cook. Yes.
But probably, Courtney, probably that's why a lot of the employers start paying people on Thursday. We can't get rid of the Ben Johnson.
Forget of paying off Ben Johnson there. Okay.
A true man, because I remember when I used to work downtown, UDC, we get to pay from Thursday in a boss. Thursday morning, you pay already, Yeah. So if you don't want to go cash it, you Friday. Man, reach at the bank from Thursday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, let's get out of here. So, before we go, I want to make sure that we thank all our viewers this morning and listeners for taking time out and for joining us. Make sure you join us every day, the same time. Whatever time zone you're in, it's the same time. So until tomorrow, take care of yourself, your loved ones, and remember, prayer changes things regardless of what religion you belong to. Continue to pray. This is Franco.
And this is Flavius.
Come, do it again. Why don't you go before?
Okay. This is Courtney.
And this is Flavius. Saying bye for now.
Yeah.
And see you in the AM.
Yeah. Tafina to take us out.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know I said me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I fi utilize I wings. Shorty I clean where I ease. I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play. But soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel I like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I weeds. Shorty I a clean pair of heels. I said, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
Been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move, you off me way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves.
Unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.